Welcome to our third experiential journey with our beloved witch sister Dandelion, taking the script, the instructions from Fortuna for today's adventure to open her library of water. Let's just take a sip of water to welcome water. We begin with prayer. This moment, that first tinkle before I know it's rain, that first breath before I know I'm awake, that first sip before I know what I'm tasting, that first sniff before I know I'm on fire. That first chord of silent music, I'm not sure I hear it, can't quite catch the tune, but my heart knows it. My heart knows it by heart. That spinning moment when the clear road fades and then disappears. But my feet keep walking. I know not where. That dropping moment when the floor between worlds cracks open. I trip, I stumble, I plummet, I land, and everything has changed. That moment when I know you are here, that moment when I know you never left. That moment, one moment, our moment, this moment, I am beginning to remember what I never forgot. Say that aloud while sipping a glass of water, because the water already knows what we have never forgotten. I am beginning to remember what I never forgot. And that is exactly where we go in these journeys, not just in ART5 divination and the 4 libraries, but in all the journeys. In every single one of them, we are beginning to remember, oh, right, I was a Miraphor. And I am beginning to remember how I anointed. That was the adventure in 4, and what oils I used and how I used them. We began to remember in 3 how we prayed before all of our patriarchal religions. In 2, we remembered and were just ecstatic. Oh, this is how you crisscross the threshold between worlds. I remember. I'm beginning to remember. And Kathy started us off along with Susie von Menzenkamp, Ramsey Cheedy, Emma Kupu Mitchell, Lahela. It was quite an adventure. But we began to remember, oh, right. I can see what my eyes do not see. I can hear what my ears do not hear. And the veil just opened, and we had our first taste of what we are re-exploring now in divination. The world is alive, conscious, communicating. The world is a who. So, Kathy, how do we begin?
I'm going to say a few things and then we'll make our labyrinth. So if you need to gather stuff, or find your pillows and socks and blankets to be comfortable. Today we're going to meet water. As a reminder, this work is supposed to be fun. So let's pull in the people in our group that can't be here live. Use your imagination, invite them in so that when they listen, they'll feel that they were here with us. They're going to be part of our beach party. We could do this alone, but we gather so that we can broaden our scope and strengthen our magic. So let's populate our morphic field. You can say this along with me. You say your name, I say mine. I, Kathy Pratt, call my intuitive, mystic, prayer artist, Miraphor, and oracle selves from the once was and the not yet to come to me in this moment and help me to remember what I never forgot. This is your journey. If your imagination takes you elsewhere or differs from what I say, you follow your knowing. You know what you're doing now. You've done this for lifetimes. You will see what you need to see, and you can't get it wrong. Whatever you see is perfect for you right now. So we're going to go easy and we're going to be curious. Let's make our labyrinth. Do your self assessment, 1 to 10, however you're figuring out how do you feel right now, and mark it down. And then with your seed pattern, your pen goes on top of the blue vertical line. Make the center of your labyrinth arching over to the top of the green L. Purple, the top goes over to the green dot. The purple dot goes up and around to the bottom of the green L. The purple horizontal joins up with the right side of the blue horizontal. And then the left side of the blue horizontal goes around to the top of the chartreuse angle. The orange angle joins with the chartreuse dot. And the orange dot joins with the bottom of the chartreuse angle. The bottom of the orange, creating our entranceway, joins with the bottom of the blue vertical line. So make a note how you feel now, and then maybe we'll make a note at the end of our journey. You might need some different numbers for post journey, but we'll see. So do what you usually do, or if that feels good to you, or try something different with your labyrinth this time. Put it on your chest, um, lean on it, whatever feels good, whatever is most magical for you. You can turn off your camera if you choose. You can put your hand right on the labyrinth. So we'll just start to breathe together a little bit. Just notice your breathing. You don't have to change anything. All the animals are coming around. It's just as it's supposed to be. So your attention is outside of your house. Do you hear any traffic, wind, any people outside? And bring your attention into your room now. Maybe you can hear your cat purring or your computer fan. You're perking up your senses and you're relaxing your body. So let's shift our attention into our body now. See where you feel your breath. Where do you feel it in your body? You can thank your breath. You don't even have to think about it. There's no effort. It just happens automatically. The next time you inhale, remember that pelvic bowl. Put a balloon there and blow up that balloon with your inhalation, starting to relax a little bit more, filling that balloon with your life-giving breath. In your imagination now, there's a knock on your door. This time, Fortuna arrives. She's come to pick you up, to accompany you on your journey. She's right on time. So grab your bag just in case, and out your door you go. You're on your path to your oracular temple. The day is perfect. The temperature is wonderful. It's comfortable. There's a slight breeze, the breeze whispering echoes. Your feet are bare. The ground feels so nice to your toes. Looking up into the sky, you're being escorted on your journey by bright white puffy clouds. They travel with you toward your temple. You pass your grotto of your sweet angels. Call to them with a kind smile on your lips. Ask any of them who want to come with you. And now you pass your ancestor shrine. They're energized. They're waving at you. Ask them. Take a moment, invite those that you'd like to come with you today. Come with me. And next, as you're walking, you and Fortuna, you come to your Castalian spring. This spring water is clear and cool. You ritually wash your face, your hands, drip the water on your arms. You rinse off your feet. The water carries the dust away. You cup your hands and drink the water. It slips into your cells. So refreshing. The sun is out. You realize you're drinking sunlight. Walking the path with Fortuna. And there, the entrance to your temple. You open your ancient door slowly. It's sacred and holy. You bow and you step inside, greeted as always by the crackling warmth of your elemental fires. Your hand reaches for your torch. The fires seem to be greeting you, welcoming you, almost reaching out for you. You gracefully touch your torch to the fire on the right. You've activated water and earth. You touch your torch to the fire on the left. You've brought to life fire and air. You remember how this works. You're in your temple, and Fortuna shows you to a new archway. There is deep green moss covering the sides. There are tiny flowers jumping up from the lively green. There are ferns, they sway. There are colorful mushrooms greeting you and water droplets dancing top to bottom, dripping, and they are echoing against your temple walls. Look around. What do you see at your archway? And of course, looking up, your sigil of water greets you above. You remember you and your kin created this sacred icon representing water. You reach up your hand, it brushes the carving as you and Fortuna step through the arch. You feel a pleasant, almost gravitational pull deep, deep in your belly that is calling you to the singing river. You are on your way to your temple of water. Fortuna is very at home here. She's dancing about like the mist. You look at her and she comes nearer, closer and closer, so that you can notice the blue cosmic water dance around her human face. She leans in and kisses your forehead, and magically the two of you merge. You are in your temple of water, seeing through Fortuna's eyes. And instantly you know, I am single-minded, coherent, and instinctual. My knowing is strong. It carries me through the wandering pathway right to the river's edge. The warm sand welcomes our toes, my toes, our toes. My entire body relaxes. We see her curves. I see her curves, the river's curves, and her winding ways. Her clarity is stunning. Clarity of water, clarity of mind, clarity of intuition. I say, my knowing is clear now. I am certain. Water. She supports all of life. She is the bloodlines of all creatures. We are made of water. The light of our star dances wisdom codes that reflect off the water. They seep into my cells. Seeing through Fortuna's eyes, Brother Frog greets me. Sister Heron nods her welcome. Mother Kingfisher lights nearby, vowing her protection. Father Salmon wiggles hello. All show up to bless me. Deeper into the warm water I go. I feel welcome. I follow my urges. I am the water. Looking down, I undulate with the stream. Water deepening, turning, gracefully rounding about. I travel ages forward and backward. The circle of time seems obvious now since I am liquid. There is no delineation between me and Mother Moon. She pulls, she pushes. There is no delineation now between me and Mother Earth. We breathe and move and shift together as one. As Sister River, I flow easily, effortlessly, gracefully to the sea. Looking around, I realize the vastness, the possibilities. I have no thoughts, only discovery. Gentle waves playfully lift me. I am cradled in their graces. I see dolphin appearing from the distance. Dolphin, all knowing, coming near. The dolphin, I enter the dolphin, smooth, grace filled, a timeless traveler. Powerful muscles propel me up out of the water, a joyful jump. I want to remember this, and I will remember this. I am dolphin. I look around, taking it all in. What can I see as dolphin? What do I feel as dolphin? What do I know as dolphin? I slip back in as the water itself because I want to explore. I can go anywhere. So down, down into the depths. And here at the ocean floor, colorful creatures are curious and they welcome me. Octopus touches in her flowering way. Be curious, she says. Coral reaches, swaying with the currents. Be flexible, she says. Clownfish brushes the anemone, her safe home. Be sovereign, you are safe, she says. All are surrounding, and I am in each. We are each other, but there is no other we. We are. We. We dance and play, supported by the life of the clear water. Gratitude spills from me in all directions. The sound of the blue whale announces her presence. I give her my attention, and she gives me hers. The council of water surrounds me and holds me for this holy baptism, and in awe, we all pray. I call on water. Hello, water, beautiful water, water of life, of movement, of transformation, of primordial love herself. Thank you for life, movement, transformation. The library of water is now open. Because I can, I merge with the creatures. I have starfish eyes. I hear with shark ears. I taste the world with jellyfish fingers. I have lively and sparkling scales. And now my skin changes color. I eagerly detect vibrations through my jawline. I know water pressure. I hear sonar. I can navigate the globe and receive singing messages from thousands of miles. I am. And in a blink, transported, I am back at water's edge. My new friends have made their impression upon my heart. Our hearts of different shapes and sizes are how we connect and nurture one another. I know this now. Forever powerfully connected by the primordial love that is water. The constant dance between species is effortless. I feel so much love overflowing, heart to heart reaching out, heart to heart knowing, heart to heart feeling, heart to heart never forgetting our loving connection. I crouch down and pick up a pebble at my feet. The water slips over my fingers and I want to dissolve again, but this journey is over for now. I may return any time. Fortuna is at my side, walking with my human feet across land, back toward my temple. What a day. I pass under the archway looking up, my sigil of water. My heart beats this sigil. It is my connection to all living beings, breathing, remembering, alive, reaching outward, inhaling our connection. I bow deeply and slowly in great thanks. I am humbled by their generosity. My tears, they pour salt water, proof of my connection to the sea, to the waters, to the whales. The teeming, watery life of my council of water is inside me. Fortuna, she touches my tear gently. Her finger carries that precious droplet to my open heart space. My heart gracefully accepts forever the water sigil is alive in my heart, glowing, beaming my connection to all of life. I am invigorated, so big, so knowing, and so free. We walk back down the familiar worn path. At your ancestor temple, you bow, thanking your ancestors always for their care. Walking past the angel grotto, they wave their celebration into you. The Castalian spring, this time you feel the familiar pull of the water. You hear her secrets. You have discovered the library of water. You can become water anytime you choose. There is joy in feeling down into your bones, your cells, your very mitochondria, how capable you have become. Water is always nearby. Be patient. Water is always ready to spill her secrets. Be curious. Standing, rooted, you are as the oak in your sovereignty. Stay rooted in the dream that washed you here. You cannot be contained. Walking toward your home, Fortuna places her hands on your shoulders. Looking into your eyes, she speaks. Come with me, around in time we go. Wander and explore the watery ways of love and connection. Here, all is flow, joy, and nurturing. There is no separation. There is only precious freedom and glorious sovereignty. I only ask that you trust yourself. Your instincts are true. Find your wisdom in the heart of the creatures you live with. They will be your wise and caring teachers. Dance your connection to the smallest and with the giants. Never forget life is inside everything of the earth. The world is a who. This you will keep. Fortuna waves her well wishes to you, and she blows you a kiss. You remember your tear placed on your heart, carrying your water sigil. It is inside you. Inhaling deeply, you feel your heart beating. The sigil seeps into you, all of you, every piece of you. It has changed you. Relaxed and content, you open your front door, your refuge. You are back at your computer. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Take your time. Touch your clothing, rub your skin. Gently, gently open your eyes, and we will write. We'll write for just a few more minutes. Ask in your writing, do you have a kiss for me? Let's wrap up our writing. Come back to the screen. If anybody is feeling fuzzy, clap your hands, stomp your feet, um, stand up and jump around a little bit, drink some water, wake yourself back up. While you were writing, I haven't been pulling tarot cards. I've been working with a a beautiful a deck of places that Linda Hall sent to me called the Sacred Forest, and so I wanted to pull us a card, and because I love it so much, I'll show it to you. It's not even a place. Most of these are places, the cards. Can you see that? Dragon, power. So I feel like what we're doing is we're balancing this what's happening in our country with what we can do with it and how we can be with it. This card, um, this woman, she's asleep on the forest floor and it's night. But what she doesn't know is her protection is right there. So I think this card is telling us what I wrote. Oh, okay. Do not mistrust your gifts. They are given from the Creator to be stepped into. Let no one tell you what to do or think. Speak your truth with authority. Dragon Spirit and your allies are at your side, protecting and guiding, even if you don't see them. I can take a picture of this and I'll send it to Janet because it's so dark. It's probably hard for you to see, but the dragon is purple and pink and brown and green and blue, and you can see through her wings to the trees behind, and the giant moon is up there also. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to share? Remember, sharing can be important if you're comfortable doing it. We see each other in our sharing. We have a witness after we share, and nobody ever needs to if you don't want to. All the animals were really amusing me. Tony's dog was fooling around. Hey, Freddie.
Hey, well, first of all, I have a question. Is that Denise Lynn's deck?
Mhm.
Okay. And I I'm kind of on overwhelm. That I feel like I turned a corner. Oh,
Yeah.
that's going to make me cry.
This one felt big to me. This one felt like we're at a crossroad and we can either do this thing or we can give up. That's, I mean, it felt really big to me.
Well, me too. I started as a 9 and now I'm a 55.
You can,
It's like big. And 5 is one of my number, my life path number. All that freedom stuff. I became all these creatures
yes,
in
yes.
in the celestial sea. My sigil, of course, was a rainbow.
Hmm.
What else?
Of course.
And for yeah, it was amazing. And my final kiss was, I mean, I won't go into all of this, but you have always had the ability to be all things.
Yeah. 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 I think that's what we're learning. That our power of empathy can allow us to be all things.
And the interesting thing was I became an octopus, which are not really one of my favorite creatures because they have those snaky arms.
Oh, for goodness sake, we're gonna get you over this.
But as an octopus, I was able to encompass the entire universe.
And think about how the octopus can get tiny because they let all the water out, right? They're like they're just a blobby balloon muscle. I mean, I don't know the science of it, but yeah, and I don't know, are octopus from here? Are they even from here?
Um, I'm not
Mm,
sure about that because I was somewhere else.
right. Right. And deep in the water is we might as well be in up in the stars.
Well, actually, I was. I was
Yeah.
celestial seas.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Which Marcia talks about all the time, right? She I remember she said that, and it so struck me, the ocean, what did she say? The ocean, the Emma, do you remember the ocean of the cosmos? Maybe that was it. Like 2 or 3 years ago. Um, anyway.
Anyway, yeah. And then I ended up being an otter. How fun is an otter?
Oh, did you see Janet's post with the otter?
Oh,
Well, go into our group if you have the patience for Facebook. There are a few otter posts that are really beautiful. There's an illustration that has some a beautiful short writing underneath it. Yeah, and how otters hold their rocks in their flappy skin. Thank you, Freddie Meritotten.
uh, this isn't why I raised my hand, but the otter reminded me that, on Instagram and Facebook, how reels, come up. There was one a while ago of an otter that it was like at a boat dock, and somebody had found that an otter was stuck like between the dock and a boat, like tangled in a net. And this person had freed the otter, and the otter had just like swum away. But then a little while later, like minutes, the otter came back and put a rock on the dock as like a thank you gift.
Mm-hmm. They're so aware of us. We spent so hours with some otters in Alaska. They're just as curious about us as we are about them. They
Yeah, we sometimes get one right across the street in a pond across the street. The other thing that I didn't raise my hand about, but I wanted to mention to Freddie is in ART1, I think Janet recommended a book called The Soul of the Octopus, Soul of an Octopus. Freddie, it's a beautiful, beautiful book. It's nonfiction. This woman's relationship with a few different octopus at the The Aquarium in Boston. Beautiful book. So why I raised my hand was that, well, you know how I feel about water. And of course, this was my sigil. It's hard to turn my arm that way. But this morning I picked a few different cards. One was a card from a deck that I made, and the card was courage. And then I picked from the Megan Waterston's Mary Magdalene deck, and it was about, it's across the room, I can't remember the exact words, but is about letting go of ego. And that's something that I've been deep soul writing about, that I feel like my ego is really my self-doubt. And why I've been having a challenging time meditating lately. And and I watched Kathy and Susie's interview with the accidental
Roland.
meditator yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, so many synchronicity things. I picked from my Thoth tarot deck, the Five of Wands, and it was about the same thing, about like your inner spiritual gifts are being blocked by your ego. Get out of the way. And then when you did this gorgeous guided meditation, Kathy, I didn't think you could outdo yourself. Holy, oh my God, it was so, so wonderful. And the clarity piece, the playfulness, also a message I was getting about the ego, like, this is easeful.
Yeah.
This is relaxing. This is enjoyable. This is playful. And so this, and then of course I watched the Veda Austin Pam Gregory talk this morning, which got me all fired up and lit up. And so this day has been such a huge gift, is not even the best word, because I've been pretty down the last week and a half about all the goings ons. You know, I was holding it together, and then I got a little, like, I did a little crash dive, and I feel so much better.
Good.
I feel so much better.
Good.
Thank you.
It's a 5-day.
It's
Today
a
is.
5-day. Yes, I was going to mention that too. In deep soul writing, it was a 5-day. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. And we have our archetype Fortuna to thank for the journey. I mean, this is me doing my deep soul writing and asking for a journey, please, about the Library of Water. Yeah. Go for it, Janet.
Water's quite the teacher. So the sigil, it sort of surprised me. Well, not sort of. So this is water flowing, and it's flowing around a rock or some kind of obstacle. And I've been redrawing it. Well, excuse me, I also drew a vulva, although I didn't know I was doing that. But it is connected to what happened here. So primordial love. I'm having this conversation with, excuse me, what does that mean? What is primordial? Water is the beginning. In the beginning, there was water. All life begins in water, right? Not just biological evolution, but every single one of us. We live in amniotic fluid. Birth begins when we say, my water broke. What? And then I must notice and say, my water is breaking. Our water is breaking, and be ready to birth. It's hard, it's painful, it's unknown. Two things about the kiss. The kiss is, your water is breaking. celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
The birthing has begun.
Mm.
Yeah. Huh. And then this aha. We've been saying the Isis prayer, I don't know, for years. The closing line is, look at my sigil. Her river with you wherever you wander, her river to guide you home. This sigil carries just, and I, like Meritaten, I'm just going, Kathy, I just didn't think it was possible for a journey to be more profound than the one with air. But here we are. So your water is breaking, people. Our water is breaking. Celebrate. The birthing has begun, which takes us to Marcia. If you were in Lotus, Marcia kind of terrified us when, I don't know, something was going on in November, Pluto, Aquarius, whatever. And she said, and it's starting to register, that at this moment in time, and Kathy painted it, if you look at that painting Kathy did, without knowing she was painting it, Marcia said, we are in the dying room and the birthing room at the same time. Now, she said that before the insanity that we are. We are watching the world we thought we lived in die. It's dying. It's dying. But that means our water is breaking, and we are now the ones who will be birthing a new way of living. So I don't even know what number to put on this. I'm not in that ecstatic discovery place. I'm in a state of shock. What number would that? It doesn't fit numbers, because the numbers kind of, mean like, oh, I feel like shit. Oh, I'm ecstatic. I don't know. This is over here somewhere. I'm in shock and I don't want to say shock and awe. That sounds like a Republican president. I have to write about this at length. I'm going to take this into my dreams. My water is breaking. Celebrate. The birthing has begun.
And can everybody see Cassie's got her little one?
Can you do that magic
Our,
thing?
oh yeah, our reminder of why we're doing all of this for the babes and of all the species. Oh my goodness.
Look at all the hair. What a sweetheart.
Oh. Mm. Beautiful. Thank you, Cassie. Yeah, don't make a peep. Okay, so Stacy and then Whisper.
Let me put my hand down.
I got it.
Thanks. So I kind of got something like Janet did, but are you recording this and you record all of it? Okay.
It is recorded. Would you prefer me to pause the recording?
Yeah, maybe.
I can do that. I can just hit pause.
I do want to share something. As I came on to the call today, you all were talking about the prayer practice that you're going to be starting at the end of the month. And it made me think that the message I got in my dream last night, it was for all of us. It just fits in with that. And so as I woke up from that dream, what I heard from that was, time is running short. Stay the course. So of course I had to ask, which course, right? There's so many, which course? The only true course is love. So it just felt very reinforcing for what we're talking about doing, and I thank you for that. Um, I agree with what everybody said. This was the most amazing journey. I'm just yeah, wow. So when I looked up at my sigil, it was a star, and off of the star there were lines coming off of it, and I thought, well, we're talking about water. That can't be right, right? That can't be right. And then I said, let it go. Whatever I get without my mind interfering, because it didn't when I got it, that's what it is. So I just went with it. And then of course you had the starfish in the journey, and for me also the water, the starlight and the moonlight and the sunlight on drops of water is so magical to me. When I look out at the trees after a rain and the sun is hitting those drops of water, it just takes me into such an incredibly magical space. And so in this journey, I totally merged with the water and just flowed. And I remembered when I was a young girl, and we lived right next to the Gulf of Mexico. So I would float on my back, and I remember saying to my dad, the universe supports me in all that I do. I mean, I was a kid. And that's what water feels like to me in so many ways. And the message, as we journeyed, was similar to Janet's in that all life comes from water, all life. The vibrations are carried in the water. And as Janet was talking about the birthing process, I saw the vibrations carried in the water, intensifying so much, the vibrations of life and memory, that it just bursts open those waters. And water carries the memory of all life. And then it came, why do we bathe those who have died? It carries the memories, the water, the rain, everything carries the memories throughout all time. And as we merge with that water, it's accessible to us. It's accessible to us when we respect it, when we honor that gift of the water and humble ourselves to be present with it. So, for me, it was a reminder: don't take that water for granted when you're taking a shower, when you're washing your hands, when I'm washing my hands. I don't mean you, I mean me. And then when Kathy, you talked about, you pulled the dragon card, and the first part was do not mistrust your gifts. And I thought, how perfect, since my star was like, how could that be water sigil? So once again, such an amazing journey, and I learned so much from everyone who shares. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I remember now, Marcia talks about the ocean of the cosmos. Yeah. So stars, of course. Go ahead, Jamie.
Hi. Well, this is the perfect follow-up to what Whisper said. Thank you so much for sharing that I am supported by the universe in all that I do. And that's, I don't know if you can see my little image of my little sculpture, because my camera will, everything will lag if I turn my camera on. But that little sculpture I did was a whole meditation. And it took a while for the final kiss to come to me. Then it was just like, let all the water sustain you, support you, and nourish you, the water of life. And, we always imagine ourselves as separate little droplets of water and that we're separate from the ocean of life. We're separate from the stream or the river, and that's only temporary, if at all. It's not, we're not really separate, but we just have this illusory belief. And so that, it came back around, that image that I made of just floating on the surface and being supported, and all the layers of life that grow above it. There's so many more that are growing below it. And I don't know, I actually do have quite a bit of experience scuba diving, and there is more life per square inch in the ocean floor than there is on the surface. And it's not to mention all that's floating through it. And it's just feeling the nourishment and support of the universal love in infinite ways. My whole body relaxed more and more and more. And it's like I'm trying to remember to live from this space, not just like, oh yeah, I got to go revisit. It's like, no, I rest and I float and I am supported by the universe in all ways, as long as I am an open channel to serve and be a blessinger, whatever you want to call it, but a channel for what wants to flow through is what we're talking about all the time. So it's just wonderful to experience it in yet another way. Thank you so much, Kathy.
Great. Thank you. Oh, Freddie. Oh, Anna Maria.
Well, Lucy had a comment about the stars,
Okay.
and what she said was they were created in the celestial seas before all else.
Mhm.
So of course they radiate in the water.
I like that. Mm. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Lucy. Anna Maria, do you want to say something?
Yes, thank you, Kathy, for this journey. Thank you so much. But for me, it was like I was just walking through the waters. I have felt the water all around me, walking through it, and I feel that it is still working. It's still moving through me, so
Yeah.
it will come more. And what I saw was hands with where inside there were labyrinths in the hands,
Mm-hmm.
and and in the center of the labyrinth, water came through, like spring,
Mm.
and it was and I could really feel it. I feel it, and it was a little bit painful, but very, very alive, very, very refreshing, and it was for blessing, to bless others with it. So
Mm.
it was like putting the hands on someone and letting it vibrate and flow through the hands. So this was very, very impressive from me.
Mm.
Um,
Keep us posted if you have more revelations. Yeah, the vibration, the connection through the
yeah,
water. And it's so interesting that every day, even if we don't go outside, we have so many opportunities to experience water and the pleasure of it.
yeah, yes, yes. Yes, and my sigil was this year. I don't know if you can see it.
Here, I'm gonna spotlight you.
Uh, yeah, it was like, for me, it was when I saw it, it was like a cervix. So there
Mm.
it is with the birthing, and you know, the flowing waters like through the vulva, and here the ovaries. Do you say it in English? Yes.
Yep.
So this was also this feeling of birthing was also very, very clear. Yeah. Yeah. So and
Anna
by
Maria,
the way, yes.
Anna
Huh?
Maria, would you hold that up again, please?
Yeah.
I would love to know what other people see.
A creature.
It's an animal with big
Yes.
round ears and two
Yes.
eyes and nostrils.
Yes.
You can even see its body. I couldn't understand. Cervix, what are you talking about? So this is so, I mean, now I see it, but
Yeah.
that is some kind of, and of course, Dandelion's always using the word creatures, creatures, creatures. So this is some, and it's
Fingers.
walking through the water towards you, towards us.
Mm.
But
I
I'm
mean,
seeing the original picture thing that we associate with the goddess, the ancient goddess.
Mm.
Mhm. Yes.
Like
Yes.
it basically became the bull
the
and then the
bull.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Anna Maria, as you hold it, the eyes of this creature are moving. It's alive, especially the one on the left side of its
Yes.
head. It's moving, it's
Yeah.
talking, it's communicating. This is a sigil unlike any. Anyway, I'm sorry I interrupted and I'm superimposing what I see, but like, wow.
I thought
Mm.
the same thing. Exactly. I immediately. So, yes.
yeah, it's just incredible.
Yeah. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, because it was like water. It flew out of my, it was like poof. And what is also interesting, what I wanted to share with water is, I worked once with a woman from far, far east in Poland who is Orthodox, and they have their very old traditions, it is very, very deeply rooted. And she told me that the water with which we wash the dead, the water in their tradition is used, for example, it's only for persons who know how to deal with it, but it is used to heal alcoholism and addictions. So that's what I wanted to share. This was so interesting for me to hear, and bit by bit, I since some years I know it now, and bit by bit I begin to understand something of it. Something is, and I also saved when I washed my mother. I saved the water also, so I have it at home because I knew it already then when she died. So just another mystery of water. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
We're going to be chewing on this for a while or sipping on this. Yeah.
Anna Maria, if that creature wants to be painted, just maybe.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
it's great if we put those up because then other people can relate to them also, our sigils, Yeah.
Well, and maybe this is connected with what we're talking about, this whole birthing thing. While somebody was talking, I don't know who, um, I I made a little list of my sigils. And so this is fire, and I mean, once I added, remember Kathy brought us the sun? I went, oh, it's a person, they're dancing. And so, and then this for me is air, but now I'm seeing it differently. You know how when Kathy draws the picture of the goddess in ART5, 6 devotion, this is the famous, famous symbol of the goddess with those circles in her womb, right? And as I realized when I was talking about it, oh, that's a vulva. Now look, woman, womb, vulva.
Mm.
Yeah, it makes me think about Rabbi Rami helping me with that. I've told the story, I don't know where, but that strange experience of I'm in love with your body. And I said to him on the radio show, will you please help me with this? He said, yes. And he drew the word Yahweh, YHVH, vertically. And the minute you see it vertically, oh, it's a person, head, chest and arms, pelvic floor for the V. Oh, so maybe because I had that experience, now I know it's premature, but I'm thinking, okay, Earth. Well, and then I don't know that it's going to look like feet or the Earth itself, but it's a person. It's a female person. It's me as the grail. Anyway. Well, your journeys, Kathy. I don't know. We just go places. By the way, Kathy sent me Fortuna's words today. We've already turned it into a PDF. So Kathy's going to upload this recording today, and I can send it out in an hour or so with the PDF of her message. And it will go on the resource page, but not till next Monday.
It seems like we are complete.
Well, I have the Blessing of Isis ready. Who would like to read it?
Mayor Totten.
The blessing of Isis go with you, Queen of stars, mother of grain, she whose tears are the rain, she whose embrace is the sky. Her wings of protection enfold you, her breast be your place of rest, her river with you wherever you wander, her river to guide you home.
The last line has a whole new meaning now. Her river with us wherever we wander, her river will guide us home. Thank you, Kathy. You're magnificent.